if you want to display multiple values or multiple rows in a single card, right? So in that case we use multi-row card. The multi-row card, the name itself says that there are multiple rows in a card. In the multiple rows we have multiple values, right? So just click on this visual to get inserted. Correct. So this is the blank visual. You can just use the single visual to display multiple values, right? Let's say I have sales. Correct. uh, Cost of goods sold. Correct. Here I can also show discounts, and let's say gross sales. Then I have profit. Correct. And units sold. So I this way I can show multiple values, right? And all the numeric KPIs I have shown into a single visual, that is the card visual, right? This is called as multi-row card. Now if you see, there is a single field here, single uh, display field here, in which I have put all the fields, right? In the single field I have used all the values to get it displayed. Correct. Now the same way we format this visual, if you write scroll, this is right. If you increase the width, the values will get shifted as per accordingly, right? If you decrease it, then they will be shifted to the rows, other different rows. Otherwise they will be shifted to columns, this way. Correct. So as they are getting shifted as per the height and width of the visual or the chart. Correct. To get it formatted, just we refer to visualization pane and the formatting of visual section. Under this we used to go to call out values. So these all are the call out values, right? These values. So here we can update their font size and font families, right? 8 is the minimum font size. We can increase the font size. Correct. We can change their colors, right? For category labels, these are labels. This is just like sum of sales, sum of COGs. These are category labels. If you turn it off, these labels will get disappeared, and these values will not make any sense to you because you don't know what these values exactly says, right? So in this case, you should be displaying this category labels. Now you can change their font size and font families. Uh-huh. Here you can change their color, right? For cards you can just now give the borders, top border, bottom. You can check what where you want to display this border, right? Left and right, I'm displaying of all four sides. You can change their color this way, and you can increase or decrease its width. You can change the background color as well. Let's say this purple color. This is looking not good. You can change the color here, background color. You can increase or decrease the padding, right? Maximum is 20 and the minimum is 0, right? Accent bar, if you see here, very light colored vertical bar inside this is called accent bar. You can turn it off, right? You can turn it on as well, and you can change the color of it this way, and you can increase its width, right? So here under the general settings, you can change the height and width. Let's say 300 height, and width of it, let's say 500 pixels, right? For position, you can just change horizontally and vertically. Let's say 500 from horizontal, it is leaving 500 pixels from horizontal or left, and let's say 50 from vertical, so it is leaving 50 pixels from the top. Padding, so the border and this outline and the this visual, the space between it is the padding. Here let's say I'm giving 10 pixels, then it will leave 10 pixel from the start of this chart and the border. So this way we can give the padding from top, right, bottom and left. Now if I just turn on the title, we can give the title of this visual. Let's say values, right? This heading is title is there. You can change the font family here, right? You can increase the font size. You can change the text color and the background color as well, and you can align it horizontally or horizontally. You can turn on the subtitle and give the subtitle here, and same font formatting options are there. I am turning it off right here. Now next is divider. If I just turn on the divider, it will leave some space between the values and this title, and a very thin 1 pixel line will be inserted. If I just give it the color and increase the width this way, this gives you a divider line, right? You can change it to dashed or dotted styling. The spacing, this is space between the label and the values, right? You can it is by default 5 pixel, right? You can increase it or you can decrease it. If you go to effects, then you can change the background color of it. Let's say this color, so this background is changed. You can increase the transparency, right? If you give the visual border here, you can change the color, you can increase the width, and you can turn the borders rounded, correct? And you can also give the shadow from here. You can change the color of this shadow, and you can change the offset from outside to inside as well, correct? This way. And the position, you can change the position as well, let's say left, correct? Now data format, so we have some data here, right? So every value here except unit sold, we have every value in uh, currency format. So we have to specify currency here, and we can just change the currency format for the data. For the country we have the data for, right? By default it is for United States. You can change it and specific and you can select it for the country you have, right? You can turn on you can handle the number of decimal places as well, right? Header icons, these are the header icons, right? These header icons are always visible in Power BI desktop, but if you turn it on, then these will be visible in Power BI service. But if you turn it off, then these will not be visible in Power BI service, right? I'm keeping it on, and you can change the background color. You can give the border color. You can just change the icon color this way, right? You can increase or decrease the transparency, and you can also choose what kind of icons you want to display or what kind of you want to hide. Just to hide it, just toggle it off,